Okay. Hello, everybody. This is take 4. Okay, we're having some tech issues today. So, welcome again, Kim, my social media marketer, to talk about how to market ourselves during the summer months. But I was just live in the wrong place. So, we stopped the broadcast and we started again. So, start from scratch talking about the algorithm that you wanted to tell everyone about.
Yes. So a couple weeks ago, Instagram came out and talked a little bit about the algorithm and how everyone's always like, the algorithm hates me. I don't like the algorithm. How do I trick the algorithm? I hear that a lot. How do I trick the algorithm? For one, you're not gonna trick it. It's not there. But what we're looking at and focusing on is the kind of the wrong thing. We don't need to focus on the algorithm. Instead, we need to look at rankings, and that's how Instagram looks at you. Is that they rank? It's all on rankings, which could kind of be an algorithm, but it's not just one algorithm. It's your rankings on stories, your rankings on videos, it's your rankings on feed, your rankings on your interactions and your engagement, and you put that whole story together to get kind of where you're at when they show things. And so when you are posting to Instagram, don't try to trick the algorithm. Don't try to beat the algorithm. Use Instagram what it's for to market your business and having a goal and knowing what and where and your consistency and all that. And we'll talk more about how that changes for the summer. But that's like my number one. Like
so they're looking at multiple things. How much am I interacting with other people's accounts and how am I interacting? Then they're looking at, do I have videos? Do I have stories? Do I have my wall? Am I posting?
Right. And what kind of content are you putting out? Are you putting out content that's just like, are you ghosting and posting and ghosting? Or are you putting out content that is engaging and people want and provide value for your audience? And so thinking about that whole big picture, like chances are if you're on a diet, you're not going to lose weight just if you exercise 10 hours a day, or if you decide to eat vegetarian or paleo, it's that whole picture. You need
the combination.
You watch, right. You need to watch your stress. You need to you need all of that when you're dieting and trying to live a healthy lifestyle. The same thing with marketing. Like you can, depending on your goal, if you want, say that you're using Instagram just to provide brand awareness. That's all that we want. You can post 2 to 3 times a week, post good quality content. Someone comes to find you, you're popular enough, then that's fine. But most designers, most people want to use Instagram as a marketing tool. And when you use it as a tool, then your approach has to change and you have to understand how the rankings work.
Can we find out our ranking?
No. You'll know by if your traffic is increasing, if you're getting more followers. You'll know that if people are commenting, sometimes you can post and nobody ever comments. And if they're not commenting, then you need to take a step back. If that's your goal, is that you want them to comment and engage and build that relationship, then is your content good? Would you stop and the scroll and interact with what you're posting?
Yes.
And then if someone, say that there was 3 people that liked your post, go to those 3 people that like me. Instagram makes it super easy. Go to those 3 people that liked your post and like something on their post and give that give and take. And that's how you can build that engagement. Okay. Instagram's going to reward you the more you use the platform.
Yeah, because they're trying to suck us all into using it for hours every day.
Correct. And so it makes sense. And for most people, it's still a free platform. And so if you use it, so you don't need to be on it for hours a day. You could be on it you could post and go on it for 5 minutes and engage, or set your timer, at the end of your workday, engage for 5 minutes and be done.
Yeah, I used to do that. I used to do 10 minutes on each platform, just focused engagement, not my pleasure time scrolling mindlessly while TV's on, like literally 10 minutes of interaction about work related things. And then 10 minutes on LinkedIn, 10 minutes on Instagram, 10 minutes on Facebook. At the time I was smaller, so I was able to do that 10 minutes very distinctly, but it's hard to stay focused. And I think that's really the problem most people have.
Right. You kind of get off on squirrel trails really
easily.
Yeah,
total. Yeah.
But I wanted to encourage people that you're not necessarily doing anything wrong. You just need to look at my screen just went black.
Oh, funny. You're still here.
Okay. You just need to be aware of how the rankings work. And if you're frustrated, taking a look at what may be happening.
Gotcha. Okay.
So, and knowing too, now we'll transition into the summer, hot tips and stuff, is that we are all busier in the summer. And so social media across the board tends to drop. So if you're not seeing as much engagement as you were maybe a couple months ago, you can look at your content, but you can also think like, okay, it's summer. People want to be out enjoying the beach, enjoying hiking, camping, trips, whatever they're doing. And using that as your foundation, because that's what people want to be out doing. But some people have to work and they're not going to be taking trips. So we can inspire them by what we're putting in our feed.
Okay.
So if you take a trip to the beach on a Sunday or a weekend trip,
that's where I plan on going this afternoon.
So you can take a picture and bring that into your feed. So normally we try to, when we're posting, a lot of it is our businesses. So designers, it's your project photos. But summer's a perfect time to let a little bit more of you show up in your feed. Okay. Because it's really enjoyable. Like if you're out at a garden center, you know, seeing some pretty flowers at the park, those are really natural things that make a really pretty Instagram post.
Yeah, people do love them. They really do. Right. They love imagining that they're there. Where is that? They ask you questions about it. So yeah, show where you are.
Yes, show where you are. It builds a connection, really. Like, because if I showed a picture of a flower and you like flowers, then you're automatically going to be drawn. And so then when we do have to, when you are looking for, say I was a designer, you're like, oh, I remember that designer that had those beautiful flowers this summer. Yeah, I want to check out her. And so that builds that connection really easily. So really embracing summer themes. If you are a person that we have what's called Levitt, it's an outdoor place where they can go to outdoor concerts on the weekends locally. It's free. It's available for everyone. If that was something that I enjoyed doing on a routine basis, I should be taking pictures and I could tag the people, the dancers that are singing. I could tag Levitt. I could tag Downtown Sioux Falls. And that's going to bring out my exposure greatly. And it's something I'm doing already. And it's going to help the feed and help with those rankings because I am showcasing what I'm doing. And again, that builds that connection. That builds that know, like, and trust. If you're into jazz and I highlight a jazz band, you're gonna be like, oh, remember that designer that loves jazz? I'm gonna work with her type thing. And you're building that connection.
Yes. And it builds your local following if you're doing local things and you're a local business like an interior designer. So.
Right. And what happens locally is even sometimes we underestimate the impact that it could happen for something else. So if you're a local designer and you tag the local venues that are having this outdoor concert, say that the local magazine is looking for a designer to talk about hot tips in this fall, trends in design. Who are they going to think of? They're going to think of someone that is active and involved and has a life, basically. So you're going to come front of mind. And so think about, like, it's great to get clients and customers, but there's also other benefits. So if you want to become known more as an industry leader, this is a perfect way to go ahead and showcase that.
Yeah, I love that because the exposure to local is going to possibly give you exposure to local magazines, periodicals, newspapers, news programs, things like that. So
yes,
amazing.
It's so easy to tag them on Instagram, like so much easier than like Facebook. So let it be known that you're a great community supporter and people will enjoy that. And the summer lends that naturally because there's so many fun local activities. Usually the 4th of July is coming on next Tuesday. Yep. There'll be parades. There'll be lots of ways to showcase your local community on Instagram.
Yes.
In a really fun way that can kind of entertain and you become front of mind. And when you're entertaining and you're bringing this, that the rankings are going to like you because people are going to like your stuff.
That's the bottom line. If they like your stuff, your rankings are going to go up automatically.
Right. So. Other things for the summer that designers can do would be if you decorate your front porch for the holidays or for summers, just even showcasing a quick little video of you putting decorative books on your end table or putting up a summer wreath, you know, and as you transition into fall, a fall wreath. Those little things, don't underestimate the power that they have. Like people love to see your beautiful designs, but we want to get to know who you are. And those are great ways to do that.
Love it. Okay.
Okay. And then speaking of the visual content, make it fun, bright. People tend to like bright colors in the summer. Make it entertaining. Like
this is where the pressure comes in though, and everybody combusts, right? make it pretty, make it entertaining, make it that, and then they start staring at it for too long and go, this is not fun, it's not entertaining, no one else is going to think this is good, and then they don't post it.
Yes. Is it fun for you? If you look at a picture of your child building a sandcastle, and some people are worried about showing their children's faces, which I respect. Take a picture of your child from behind building the sandcastle, and if that makes you feel warm and fuzzy, like it's a memory, chances are your audience is going to find it warm and fuzzy.
It's a great tip. Okay, if you like it, but if you're one of those people who doubt everything that you do, you may have to push through some of the fear here and there and see what people want.
Right. Do it. You can put it out there for a couple days, and if nobody responds and you feel icky, delete it. There's always the delete option.
Good point.
Yeah, there don't perfection stops progress, and when it comes to marketing, progress is better than perfection sometimes.
Yes, agree. Yes. Love that. Okay.
Yep. Another thing is I see people doing user generated content, so sharing other stuff. So like locally, or sharing other designers' projects or other memes or fun summer things. Some of that is good. You just have to be careful because the rankings will take your own original content like 80% above user generated content. So
okay, wait, say that again. Instagram will take your content.
Original content is going to go much higher than if you're sharing from other people, but you can use user generated. Or right now we have a garden center that we're doing contests for, and all it is, it's a virtual pot party. So we're having people take pictures of their garden pots and then tagging that.
So you said virtual pot party. I was like, wait, what is she talking about? I'm like, wait, are we having a marijuana party live on Instagram?
But you see, it was a great play on words because we're using.
That was very cute.
Yes, garden pots. And then we're having them hashtag the business name on Instagram, and people can post their own picture. So there's a lot of different creative ways that you could use for user generated content. Or so like a designer, say that you're a designer that loves front porches and it makes sense for your business. Even though you're not doing it, you could run a fun little porch contest and having them create a hashtag with your name. So you could do Nancy G's porches, hashtag Nancy G porches, and everybody's got to use that. And you could give a small $10 gift card to the local coffee shop or something. Or a local
idea. Okay.
So,
love it.
So there's lots of ways that you can do that. But if you can think creatively, or if you have a fun summer thing, like I love to go swimming. So if I could figure out how I could run a contest to the local swimming pool or something that made sense. So just think about what you like to do and see how you can do that. So
you're making me think of what's my favorite summer song.
Yes.
Right. So what is everyone's favorite summer song? Like that's something I could put on my Instagram and then people.
Right. Yep. Summer song. I'm going to the beach this afternoon. What's your favorite beach read? That's a perfect one to lead in. And people want to tell you their opinions, but you need to make it so easy for them to want to tell you their opinions.
No multi-step questions.
And don't use big words that they might not understand, because it might confuse them and they don't want to look stupid. People hate looking stupid.
Right.
So you could say, do you like boho or do you like Modern Family Kitchen? And instead of like, what of these appeal to you?
Yes.
People make it very simple when you're doing those. And think summer. Summer is simple and people want simple. Okay. If you have a homemade lemonade recipe that your whole family loves, that would be a picture. I mean, that crosses all niches. Take a picture of that. Maybe put the recipe.
Favorite Italian ices.
Yes. All of that. Like, what's your favorite go-to for the summer drink? Those kind of things. So think about that. 4th of July is coming up. Ask, how do you spend the 4th? Do you go to parades? Do you sit at home? Do you watch?
I love this.
Do you love the fireworks?
I love this. As a matter of fact, I'm going to sit there. I'm just changing I want everyone who does something fun on their Instagram based on what you just taught them to hashtag me, tag me, so I can see what they're posting. And we should do the same for you.
Yes.
Okay. I'm doing it. Okay. Any other tips? I love this.
Basically, those were the biggest thing. And then another question I do get asked is, how much do you post? Now, summer, it's important to stay consistent, because it's really easy to get busy with summer activities and kids' camps and all that stuff.
Okay.
So try to stay consistent, and don't worry about how often you're posting. Like, try to post 2 to 3 times a week for visibility. The average business posts 1.7 times a day.
Oh, interesting.
So know what the average is and see what works for you, but stay consistent more than you do anything. So if you're going on vacation for a week or 2 weeks, get into the Facebook Creator Studio and schedule out your posts for Instagram and Facebook for the next 2 weeks. Or if you use another scheduler, make sure you schedule out, because then you don't have to worry about it. And then if you want to share some fun things when you're on vacation, you can post about it. But having that consistency when you're gone is really important.
Gotcha. Okay. All right. I love it. So your whole hashtag doesn't show, right? It's at Fresh Impact Social Media, correct?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
At Fresh Impact Social Media. And then of course mine is my name on Instagram. So do we have a task for everybody?
So our task is for them to tag us when they have either 4th of July is perfect. It's next week.
Yeah.
When we originally were going to do this, it was a couple weeks ago. So this worked out. Our timing worked out perfect.
It did.
So then we have the opportunity to see it and share it in our stories and follow. Like, this is the way that you build that community and you build that know, like, and trust. So if people see us sharing your stuff, your name comes more visible to them. And on any of the social platforms, they need to see your name at least 20 times.
That's
just the way
it's
it is.
ridiculous. I know,
Yes.
but it's good. All right. So everyone who's watching live or on replay, please post something fun on your Instagram. Tag Kim and I at my name, at Nancy Ganzekaufer, at Fresh Impact Social Media, and we will share. And this way we give you more exposure. But more so, I just want to see the fun things people are doing on.
Right. And think about, we want to see the fun things. Did you see how lit up Nancy get when she's like, I want to see the fun things? That's what everybody wants to see. Summer fun. It's too short. So summer fun.
All right. That means I have to go out and have some summer fun in order to, which I always do. I always squeeze in my fun. All right. So tell everyone how to find you if they need help with their social media.
So if you need any help, you can go to freshimpactllc.com and check out what we have, or you can tag me on Instagram and just message us, and we're here to help.
I love it. All right, everyone, if you're struggling with your social media and you want to do it yourself, Kim has a program for you called the Get It Done Club. And it is to get your social media done yourself and learn at the same time from Kim, right? Which is,
right.
To me,
right.
The Get It Done Club is an amazing club. Everyone should be in it. If you're complaining about your social media, you should be in the Get It Done Club as a first step for sure.
Right. And like yesterday, we talked about what kind of things to post on Instagram. And we reviewed somebody's captions and showed them how to do the captions. We talked about LinkedIn. We talked about what ads you should run. I mean, it's all the different people had different questions, and we all learned from each other.
I love it. Okay. All right, everyone, go have a great day. Thank you, Kim, for rescheduling 3 or 4 times, however many times it took. I appreciate it.
I'm glad it worked out.
All right. I'll talk to you soon. Bye, everyone. Go have a great day.
Bye-bye.